You might be wondering why the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints still holds to its position of only defining marriage between a man and a woman when the rest of the world is changing so rapidly. There's been a lot of movement within and without the Church to try to pressure the prophet to change, and it clearly hasn't worked. So why does the Church keep holding this position against same-sex marriage? These same-sex marriages seem to result in a lot of happy unions between people that love each other, and the Church does support love, so, why not same-sex marriages? There's a lot of things I could say about this, but I'm just going to focus on one reason today why I think the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has not and will not accept same-sex marriage. And please remember that I'm not speaking on behalf of the Church or anyone other than myself. My reason is this. The teachings of the Church are founded on doctrine which, for thousands of years, has only upheld marriage between a man and a woman, and the abandonment of which would result in the complete collapse of the Church. Let me illustrate. From the beginning, we read of marriage only between people of the opposite sex and never being between two men or two women. Genesis 1:27 through 28 says God created male and female and told them to be fruitful and multiply. Genesis 2:24 takes it a step further when it says, Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Later on in the New Testament, we read 1 Corinthians 11:11, which states, Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord. Paul also essentially quotes Genesis 2:24 in one of his epistles, so the Old and New Testaments are really in agreement that marriage is only between a man and a woman. Homosexual behavior itself is forbidden in verses such as Leviticus 18:22, Leviticus 20:13, Romans 1:26 to 27, 1 Corinthians 6:9, and 1 Timothy 1:9 through 10. Now, a lot of people have commented that Jesus never condemned homosexuality. Well, let me just say, the law of Moses was fulfilled in him. He was in favor of the law of Moses. He didn't come to destroy but to fulfill, so he was obviously in favor of scriptures such as Leviticus 18:22 and Leviticus 20:13, so I'm just going to bust that myth right now. In addition to all these scriptures, Mormon leaders have testified of marriage between a man and a woman in a document called The Family, a Proclamation to the World, commonly just known as Family Proclamation. So if the Mormon Church were to begin teaching that same-sex marriage was correct, then it would necessarily have to totally backtrack on all these things, which would mean, first of all, denying the Bible. And once you deny the Bible, you have to deny the Book of Mormon too, because the Book of Mormon testifies that the Bible is true. Once you've gotten rid of those two books, you have to basically deny Joseph Smith, because he said both those books were true too. If he's a liar, that makes the Mormon restoration of the priesthood non-existent. So Mormon claims to authoritative baptism, temple ordinances, and divine revelation would all be completely invalid. Just what do you think the Mormon Church would have left? That would mean no scriptures, no prophets, no priesthood, no temples. Everything they have and claim to would basically be invalid and go away. So that's my reason. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.